At Freeburn Hamilton, we have a lot of experience. You can reach us by calling the 7s. When injured, call me. I'll speak with you for free and fight to get you the recovery you deserve.
Freeburn fights for you. Call 717-777-7777.
Skyview 21, only on CBS 21 News.
He said to the police officers, well, you keep killing black people and we'll keep killing you.
I just went to pick up a meal.
What restaurant?
In the Chinese restaurant there.
Are you familiar with the Chinese restaurant at the mall?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
I'm also familiar with the 13 signs that are in front of the mall that say no parking, stopping, standing, tow zone.
I had to have a surgery too.
You made a pretty good recovery. Look at you. You're doing pretty good.
This is the courtroom of Judge Frank Caprio, where people in cases are met with compassion. A different kind of judge. A courtroom like no other. This is Caught in Providence.
Melissa Lawrence. Oh, she said. Who's you charged with operating without evidence of registration? Do you have your registration with you?
Yes, I do, sir, but I shouldn't even be here. That's not the original reason why I got pulled over.
Well, let's see the registration.
Your Honor, it's active as of July 13th, 2015, and the last form of it is 7066.
You're also charged with your rear license plate was not illuminated.
And here's my bulb, because the car, I can't even drive it. The start is no good.
That's the bulb?
Yeah. Yes, sir, I can't drive the car. The car's sitting in my yard, broke down.
Oh, the car broke down.
So there was no need to put the bulb in. I haven't driven the car since like 4 or 5 days after that, the starter went.
Let's see.
But that's not even the original reason why the officer pulled me over.
Why'd you get pulled over?
He pulled me over because my son that's here with me said because my son made eye contact with him. Mind you, I'm going in the store. I see the officer right by me. I'm on Broad Street across from Rite Aid's. He turns around. I'm coming out the store. He slows down. I get in my car seatbelt on. I put my signal on to go to the left so I can pull out. He's coming behind me slowly. So I'm like, okay, watch this. I take her right onto Glenham Street. I'm halfway down Glenham Street, over the speed bump. Then he wants to turn his lights on. So he comes up to the car. I said, he goes, license and registration. I said, okay, can you tell me why you're pulling me over? He said, license and registration. I said, okay, and again, can you tell me what you're pulling me over for? I didn't run no stop signs. I didn't run no traffic lights. I didn't do anything. My seatbelt's on. Everybody in the car got a seat. He goes, oh, because the person in the back seat made eye contact with me. And I replied to him, so what? Who would you like? No one can look at you? And then that resulted in a whole big issue and then it led to him telling my son, oh, you have ID? I said, he's a juvenile, he's 17, I'm his mother, and at the time I happened to have his birth certificate on me. So I was like, I'll show you his birth certificate. He goes, no, I want an ID. He proceeded to grab my son, pull my son off the car, and he felt that because I got belligerent with him for him grabbing on my juvenile child the way he did for, as he says, making eye contact with him. He goes, oh, don't worry, I got something for you too. Here's a ticket. I said, a ticket for what? Mind you, my registration was in. He goes, oh, you're not finding it fast enough. Not finding it fast enough for you? Are you serious? He goes, oh yeah, and by the way, you have a layout. I said, okay, so when I asked you why you're pulling me over, why you didn't state that's the reason why you pulled me over? He goes, like I said, he made eye contact with me. It led to 5 or 6 other officers come in. My boyfriend got arrested because they say he threatened to kill a cop. After they let me go, I came right down here and placed the complaint. Because that's ridiculous. No one can make eye contact with you because you're an officer of the law. You should be glad that people want to look at, because usually people see you, they freeze, get scared, turn the other way and run.
The police report indicates that you were stopped because as you pulled away from the convenience store, that your rear light was out. And that as a result of that they pulled you over.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm not laughing at you.
No, I understand that. I'm going to inform you what the police report says.
Yes, sir.
The police report actually speaks pretty good about you.
Surprised?
Are you surprised?
Yes, because...
Are you surprised? Okay,
yes,
all right, just listen.
Okay.
So the police report then indicates that they stopped you and there was a gentleman in the front seat and your son was in the rear seat, and that you were unable to provide the registration, and that they then checked the gentleman who was sitting in the front seat and he had no record, according to this. Let's see. They asked him for identification. He did not have any. And then he started saying, this is bullshit. That's according to the report. You have no reason for stopping us. And then evidently he was having some words with the police officer. And the report goes on to say that you said to the gentleman in the front seat, lower your voice. They're doing their job. I just want to go home. According to the report, the police officer said you tried to calm this gentleman down. Did that happen?
No, sir.
No.
That's not what I said to him.
Well, I'm just telling you what the report. I don't know what's before me.
That's not. I was, like I told you, I was belligerent with them because I was pissed off.
And then as far as the complaint is concerned about the killing cops and all that, what turned out to be a minor thing really escalated out of control, right? Verbally, not physically, just verbally escalated out of control. And the gentleman in the front seat, this is your boyfriend?
Yes.
All right. According to the report, after all of this verbal confrontation, that he said to the police officers, well, you keep killing black people and we'll keep killing you. And at that point, they arrested him for disorderly conduct and stated he was being arrested for threatening to kill police. And he, according to the report, he says, you lie about me, I'm going to lie about you in court. That's basically the report.
That report, I'm sorry, Your Honor, no disrespect to you, but that report is completely bogus. That's not what happened that night.
The only issue before me, none of that's before me. I just wanted you to know that there is a report, and that's what the report
Yes, sir.
says.
After I leave here, I have to go to 6th District Court with him because he's still fighting it. He took it to trial, the charge.
Operating without registration, I'm going to dismiss that. And by your own admission, the illumination of the rear plate wasn't good. And it's an $85 fine. I'm going to reduce the fine to for the illumination of the rear plate. I'm going to reduce it to $10. Right. So,
thank you. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest.
I beg your pardon?
I said thank you. I really appreciate it, but I'll be honest. I've been out of work for the last month. I'm broke. I can't pay it today. Not even $10.
I'll give you all the time in the world you need to pay the $10.
I'll come Monday. But Your Honor, you can, if you was to have your investigator go to the front desk and check the green book with the gold ribbon through it, you will see that directly after I got my ticket, I came here and placed the complaint. The same officer, badge number. And he still harasses me to this day.
Good
I'm all set. Thank you, have a wonderful day.
We have a guilty with an explanation plea. Now we're going to have a new one, right? I made a run for a plea.
It was just, a judgment call.
Yeah. Everything you said incriminated yourself.
At that time, I was going a lot of crazy things on my mind.
Really? I'm glad I wasn't crossing the street. Is it Frank Lynn or Lynn Frank?
Frank Lynn.
Okay, looks like we have the entire family here now.
No, because I was the driver.
Right, I'm here for marital support.
You here for what?
I'm here to support my wife.
You're here to pay. That's what you're here for.
That too.
That's your role.
Exactly.
If you don't know, you're going to find out in a couple of minutes.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Yeah, what is the little girl's name?
Sydney. She's 4.5.
Yeah. Hi.
Saying hello.
You think you can get her up here to talk to me?
You want to go up to talk to the judge?
You want to clap?
No.
No, not yet.
She's just going to hug her daddy. She don't want anything to do with the judge.
You want to talk to him. What? He's so nice. You don't want to go talk?
He said you're nice, but he doesn't want to talk to you, right? I'm sorry.
I'm used to that from females. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So am I.
Of course he's going to say that with her standing next to him.
All right, this is summons number 174096. This is on Roger Williams Avenue and Elmwood Avenue. Light is yellow. Let's see it again, please.
It's green, yellow, and red.
Okay, you were driving?
Yes.
So what do you want to tell me about this?
There was a Asian grocery store up the street called V-Mart. So I was going there to get some groceries, and then as I turned out, I made a run for it, and I turned yellow. I did slow down. I saw it was yellow, but I thought I could make it. And that was 4:30 p.m., and I haven't seen her all day. I was like, I just want to go home. And I got groceries. I want to make dinner. So it was just, a judgment call.
Everything you said incriminated yourself. I made a run for it.
I looked at the video many times.
You didn't hold up a bank before you crossed the white, did you? She was making a run for it, Inspector Quinn.
Well, she was absolutely right, Your Honor. She had got the groceries. She missed the baby. She had to go home and make dinner. She thought she could have made it. She knew that car couldn't speed up to catch her when she took a shot. And I'm sure that gentleman's got the same story. That gentleman, that lady. He's got a different. The first guy I got's got the different story. But Your Honor, they're all here for the same reason.
Yep. So
judgment call, like she stated.
But we accepted excuses down here. People would come in and say, "I'm guilty with an explanation." And most courts won't accept that, guilty with an explanation. They say either guilty or not guilty, and if you're not guilty, if you plead not guilty, come back and have a trial. I don't do that. I try to give people an opportunity to express themselves. So we have a guilty with an explanation plea. Now we're going to have a new one, right? I made a run for it plea. It's going to be the new one. I made a run for it, Judge. I just couldn't quite make it, right?
I made it safely, though.
Oh, I made a run for it. I made it safely. In other words, you didn't hit any pedestrians?
No.
All right, your first violation. I thought you made an attempt to stop, actually. I saw the lights go on briefly as you were making the turn, so I thought you made an attempt to stop.
I thought I was slow.
I don't do this on one element alone. If I just thought, it's a first violation and an attempt to stop. Given both of those, I'll give you a break on this one.
Thank you.
Good luck. When she gets home, she'll be a terror in front of people. It's always the way.
On the lameness scale, the excuse, I was making a run for it, falls somewhere between, I thought I-95 was the speed limit, and I was too wasted to notice that I had parked on the curb. Thank goodness that motorist brought a cute baby into court. Well, I'm pretty sure she would have been $85 later. So if you don't have a plausible excuse or a baby to borrow, may I simply suggest, pay the ticket online. We really don't want to mock you, but if you come into court unprepared, you leave us no choice.
Marissa Manzolillo. Marissa happens to be my favorite name, incidentally.
It's your granddaughter's name.
Why do you think so?
It's your granddaughter's name.
It's not my granddaughter's name.
It's your daughter's name.
My daughter's name. I only have one daughter and 4 sons.
So it's a good name.
See these wrinkles?
Yes.
They're not from my 4 sons.
No. My dad's aren't from my brother either.
All right. You have 5 parking tickets. What do you want to tell me about this?
I work at the Biltmore, and I kind of alternate between the parking garage and the street. And sometimes I don't get outside to pay the meter. Because I'm a bartender. I have a full bar all the time. Especially during lunchtime.
All right, Marissa. Usually when I'm viewing something from Marissa, I have to put my hand in my pocket and pay. I feel sort of good here. It's going to cost you $75.
Thank you, Judge.
See, now
you're going to take that?
Now you got him on my bad side. And now
you're going to take that from him?
I don't know. Shut up.
Genzi Castillo Paredes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Paredes, you were charged with speeding on Charles Street. Is there anything you want to tell me about this?
At that time, I was going a lot of crazy things on my mind.
Really? I'm glad I wasn't crossing the street.
My little son, he's 7 months, and he had to have surgeries, 3 surgeries, because his intestine didn't work, so they had to do something. And at the same time, I had to have a surgery too. So his was like 2 weeks ago, and mine was last week. So it was almost the same thing.
You made a pretty good recovery. Look at you. You're doing pretty good. Are you recovering pretty good?
It was last week.
Last week? Yeah?
Oh, well, the week and a half, yeah.
Yeah. There's no legal justification. I'm going to give you a break on it. Something about you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Courtney Clauser, you have 4 unpaid parking tickets.
I unfortunately do.
On Grove, Almy, and Angel Streets.
I know I probably should have just bought the yearly, ticket.
$200.
Yeah, $200, yeah. But I didn't because I'm broke and in college. But I graduate in a month, so I guess we won't have to worry about this anymore.
All right. Where do you go to school?
Johnson, Wales.
Uh-huh. And you're graduating next month?
I am.
And then are you leaving or are you staying in Rhode Island?
Pennsylvania.
You're going back home?
Back home, yeah. I live outside of Philadelphia, so.
You have a job lined up?
I have like an internship lined up. Not really a job yet. I'm still kind of working on that, but.
What are you doing? What kind of an internship?
Sports entertainment event management.
Oh, that's exciting.
Very exciting. So I'm trying to get something in the Philadelphia area for that.
What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
And your team? Your favorite team?
The Sixers, of course.
How about the Eagles?
Oh, God. Of course the Eagles, but that might get me kicked out of here.
Careful, you won't be able to go back home.
Yeah, right.
If you don't say the Eagles, no.
Well, that was an anomaly, Judge. She won't be getting too many sport events packages with them many more times.
Ah, Inspector Quinn, that's not nice.
They'll never beat New England again.
See, now.
You got to take that.
Now you got him on my bad side. And now.
You got to take that from him.
I don't know. Should I? Will it help me with my tickets?
I would fool
Go
around.
Patriots? I don't know.
I would fool around. She's in good shape. Yeah.
That's why I got Danny. Danny's the runner.
I duke it out with you. What do you think? You think you can take him?
I don't know.
Do that again.
He
Let me see that.
kinda,
Let me see that. Oh, yeah.
She wants to use the 3-ounce clubs just so she can stay with her 3.
All right. I think we'll give you a break on the overnights. So it's going to cost you $50. Good luck on your future job. Hopefully,
Amazing.
your internship.
Thank you.
Hopefully, things turn out well for you.
I hope so.
You come back and visit us in Rhode Island.
I will. Hopefully not here, but I will.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
If I may, I would like to offer the second pro tip of the episode. Providence, Rhode Island is located exactly 59.1 miles southwest of Boston, Massachusetts. And thus, by geographical proximity, guess which teams we root for. So when you come into our courtroom, think smart. A little go Sox, go Pats goes a long way. Oh, in Philadelphia, enjoy it while you can. We're coming for you.
Ingrid Carrasco. Ingrid Carrasco. Is that you, Ingrid?
Yes, sir.
How do we know it's you, Ingrid?
Good morning. I'm Ingrid.
Okay, Ingrid, you have a ticket of parking in a tow zone on Francis Street. Was this in front of the mall?
Yes.
What do you want to tell me about it?
I just went to pick up a meal.
A meal?
With my son in the car, but he can't drive yet. I told him, just watch out. I'm just going to go in like 3 minutes.
Where'd you go? What restaurant?
In the Chinese restaurant there, where the big horse is at.
You familiar with the Chinese restaurant at the mall?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
I'm also familiar with the 13 signs that are in front of the mall that say no parking, stopping, standing, tow zone.
Do they have very slow service at the Chinese restaurant?
I don't know, Your Honor. I know where it is. I've never eaten there, so.
Now, you didn't go in and eat, did you?
No,
you
no.
had a takeout.
Just takeout. And I left my son in the car just to watch out for me. And
That's another charge, Your Honor. We can discuss that. Where's DCLF? She just left. We can get her back in.
he's 15.
That's right. We could have just addressed that matter right now.
We could open the file on it.
How old is your son?
He's 15.
At 15, lucky he didn't drive it around.
And he looks like he's 30 because he's huge. And then I come here, and to my surprise, they give me
Yeah, I know. It's 6 years old.
this
I'm
paper from when my daughter was in high school.
Your Honor, I'm seeing a theme, though. It's always the kid's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't think.
Oh.
Did your son have a conversation with the parking enforcement officer when they were placing the ticket on the car?
No, he just said, Mom, he was giving the guy in the back a ticket. That's when he called me. I tried to run out. By the
Too
time
late.
I ran out,
Yeah.
he came and just gave him the ticket.
Well, it's going to cost you $25.
Thank you.
Good luck.
God bless you.